Yes, this is actually one of my favorite maps.
So we did see some interesting strategy come out on BOE in the last tournament, where there was, I think it was an Azmodan Artanis combination.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So Dux, why don't you tell us about the kind of heroes you typically want to pick and ban on this map?
So the whole map revolves around like these immortals that spawn in the middle. So first of all, you don't want to pick heroes generally who are going to want to complete orb quests, like globe quests, because you're just not going to be around globes most of the game. So you want heroes who can sustain without globes, so like Ariel's strong here, and any heroes who can do damage without mana typically. So Vala's very strong, Greymane's very strong. You want auto attack, like just nice high sustained damage. But basically, you either draft to kill the immortal, which means that you draft like high auto attack damage, very consistent damage, and you draft to defend, right? Or you draft to just attack and blow the other team up. And you'll know right away, I think, which team's doing which.
A new Breck ban coming out from Ego Feeders.
Smart, given the last game.
Oh yeah.
And Nubrax is really strong. I mean, he's really strong, and in the hands of someone who knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? It's always worth banning.
Disruptor, yeah. Stukov ban.
Okay.
Oh, good ban. I mean, he adds so much sustain to the other team.
Right, and it is a pick for Orlinks for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Orlinks has played Stukov.
This is one of those. This is a map where you're gonna be, you know, clustered up quite a bit, you know, and he does have very efficient heals so long as everyone is in range.
Oh, Kime.
Okay, so Kime getting cheeky and not only taking Abathur, you know, I mean they didn't just ban Abathur, they took him away.
Yeah, this is actually like they have two bans here.
Right, exactly. Although Monkus just showed he doesn't have to play Abathur.
Oh yeah, no, true. But he has also said that Abathur is his strongest.
For sure. And I think he is.
Kime is also very, very good with Abathur.
Yeah, we see the Artanis Leeming, great first two picks. I really like those two picks.
I do too. I don't know Dover as an Artanis player.
That's true. I was about to say, yeah. I've never seen him play Artanis. This will be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do like Artanis on this map in general, though, just because of his level 1 talent.
Amateur opponent, for sure.
Amateur opponent, which increases his Twin Blades damage to basically PvE non-heroes by 150.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, they're going in.
Okay, yeah, so
they are going
Ego Feeders is absolutely drafting a team that's going to blow up the Immortal.
But they also have an Abathur, so they're kind of saying we'll give up at least the first Immortal, probably.
Yeah, which is fine, right?
But yeah, but they'll be soaking.
First Immortal is almost never that impactful. And think about it, if they lose that Immortal, they can just burn it down anyway. They have Greymane and Vala.
Right.
It's great. This is really great drafting.
So what I think Mamma Mia needs to do is exactly what they did last game. You draft a team that just walks into them.
Walk into them, blow them up. Take advantage of the fact that they only have 4 bodies.
Mm-hmm. Especially early on. Yeah.
And when you see Ultimate Evo get popped, just get out of there.
Just get out. Yeah.
Wait it out.
Or, you know, not even... I mean, he's gonna ulti Evo the Vala or the Greymane, right? And then you could just AoE blind him with Artanis. You might not even have to back out.
That's true.
I was thinking about that just now. Like, the blind into the Greymane Vala, like picking the Greymane Vala both right after you see a blind like that is an interesting choice.
Yeah. I still can't fault them for doing it, though, because these 2 heroes are the absolute 2 top heroes on this map.
They are, but right now they don't have any, like, defense. Yes. Yeah, see, they're just going to go in on them.
They're just going to walk into them.
They don't have any defense.
So
like, they need peel.
It would have to be Rhaegar, right?
You think they're going to go Rhaegar Bloodlust into Artanis Blinds?
I don't think Rhaegar. Uther, probably.
I could see an Uther.
Uther can't keep that team up. into that kind of dive?
I think so. Uther deals a burst really well. And that's going to counter the Li Ming, especially with the armor. Oh, there's the Rhaegar. Okay. Stitches.
That's
right. Pool party stitches, even. Sorry, bikini stitches. That's his official name. So this is interesting.
It's interesting. So Rhaegar does not have great sustained healing, right? He's mana hungry. So they're looking to get in and burn that immortal as fast as they possibly can. The problem is they don't have any peel. So like Mamma Mia could just walk straight into them.
Ragnaros.
What?
Right.
Monkus has been playing a lot of Ragnaros lately. I think Ragnaros pretty good.
The other thing about the Rhaegar pick is Rhaegar is the best support in terms of immortal damage, at least early on.
Absolutely, right.
Because Lightning Shield, especially with Lightning Bond, which gives you a second Lightning Shield, it just shreds it.
So you could be seeing here Monkus picking Ragnaros because the Lava Wave is going to maybe counteract a lot of the XP gain that Abathur's going to get. Like they might get some, but then we're gonna clear it out and we'll get it right back.
I can see that.
I don't.
But Rag may not contribute too much in the fights though, and they want to dive that team.
I think he will. Think about it, like
even blast waves on Diablo.
Ego Fears has no peel. They have solo tank, 4 bodies. Mamma Mia has double tank, Diablo or Antaeus. Ragnaros should feel pretty safe to go in and melee with his double frontline.
Well,
just keep in mind that they're fighting on top of an immortal. Like, on top of the other team's immortal.
Right.
Very interesting. Already very interesting, right? So perfect aim, like one of the first talents picked. Not what I would pick on this map. This is Battlefield of Eternity, man. You want the cooldown reduction on your ferociousness or whatever on the attack speed bonus.
Yep.
That way you can use your attack speed bonus on both phases of the immortal.
Vala going for Monster Hunter, absolutely the single best level 1 talent, regardless of build, for this map. Even if you're going auto attack or multi-shot build, always take Monster Hunter on this map.
I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, man. Because you get so much more damage. I think you get the attack speed bonus, right?
No,
not level 1 talent. Level 1 is
that's
either,
just move speed bonus.
It's either move speed
it's
or
move speed
up.
and mana regen, though. And this is a map that's all about sustain.
That's true. But Monster Hunter also gives you mana reduction.
So Vala took... Sorry, not Vala. Kiri took Power Hungry?
Yep. I don't like that on this map.
Interesting on this map.
No, I don't want to see that on this map. I want to see the one that gives you the mana regen when you're low on mana.
Like, goes in for a dive. Doesn't really get anything, though.
I also think that Ragnaros should be top and not Dover. Dover's gonna struggle, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna struggle against the Greymane.
I think that Antaeus, honestly, if he plays really well, comes out ahead against Greymane. But I don't know Antaeus to be I don't know Dover to be an Antaeus player.
Yeah. So here's the thing: if you watch how they're playing, Dover took a ton of unnecessary damage at the beginning. He should have just been waiting back at his wall anyway and pulling it back so that if Arlink shows up in front of their wall, he can swap.
Go for a swap, yeah.
Right. That's the only way he wins that lane. He can't 1v1 Greymane.
Oh, Knight barely makes it out of there with the mouth heal and the Ragnaros E. Oh, so real quick, Monkus, right?
He took Devil's Due, so he's gonna be fine, right?
Took the Meteor talent. He's going for a W build, which is actually pretty interesting because they recently buffed Ragnaros's W and E builds.
So going into this, Ego does have a level advantage, but it's not going to be for too much longer.
Look at all these mines that Abathur is laying down. I love it. Being really obnoxious with those.
Knight's very
Knight's
low.
Taking a bunch of damage. He might be dead.
That's it, yeah.
Even with the Blast Wave still going down.
Excellent dive from the Greymane.
And with one of their warriors down, they're gonna be able to just get on this immortal and do damage.
Yeah, and they can't really fend them off. They can kind of poke them, but
I'd like to
they
see.
should have just been on the other immortal and chunked as much as they could to halftime.
There we go. Now
right.
now Kime is getting out and doing some soaking. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. Okay, Monkus.
So one thing.
Well, hold up, Monkus knows Abathur, right? So I mean, like, there you go. He sees it.
Kime also knows Abathur though, and he's out.
Oh, big stun.
Big stun. That's the fight right there.
Show me the God swap.
Not able to capitalize on it though.
However, look
Shrike's gonna go
how
down.
low they are. Stitches goes down. Reset for
At that point, just leave. Like once you take that much chunk, you're so far behind on the health bars.
So right now, all red team needs to do is keep 4 of them at their immortal and sit Dover on the blue one.
And just put Dover over it. Yep, exactly.
So one thing I wanted to point about the cocktail is the other team does have 2 tanks, and you are fighting on an immortal sometimes, so it's not that bad. Like you can use the immortal and the tanks to chunk.
Yeah, blue team I think is still, yeah, they're gonna get this because red team just can't deal with their poke. But Dover got their blue one down to half just by himself from like what was it, like 80%? So that's pretty good. Chunk down the shield a little.
I'd like to
They
see
weren't going to be able to defend that forever, but it was enough. And again, first immortal, not as impactful as later immortals, so they'll be easily able to clean this up.
One thing I will say though is I don't know how well it bodes for one team if they're up against an Abathur and they still lost the first immortal.
Monk is popping the Molten Core here.
Maybe a little early.
Ooh, swap on Davala, but she's out. I don't think the Molten Core was early.
I think he just wanted it for the damage.
Yeah, because it's not going to get to the fort, right? It's still going to take out the towers. You just want to blow it up as much as possible.
Oh, no swap.
Yeah, no swap. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that this is a weird pick for Dover. I don't know that I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I like what they're going for, but I just don't think that's a hero that he plays.
Again, look at this mine placement from Kime. It is so good. He's
I
being
can't
so
stand
cautious with
mines. They need to get rid of mines. It's the worst thing in the game.
He isn't even full mine build. This is so great. Monk is getting a little low. Has to back out. Shrike just frontlining with the Abathur hat. And he can do that. He stitches. He's a big old fatty.
So Gagnar, like, actually, yeah, Gagnar should be backing right now. I don't know why they're playing around with these immortals.
Ooh, good fights. Swap on a Shrike. He gets out though.
They're risking getting
really
killed
low
right now. 4v3.
If the root had gone down slightly earlier, I think that could have been a kill on Stitches.
Like, I'm watching Greco. I've been watching Greco since the beginning of this game. I think his Vala is pretty darn good.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he's kind of like new to HOTS, right?
Right.
He's got like history in like, what was it, Dota?
I think he played Dota.
Yeah, so he's got like the fundamentals there.
Immortal's
so
gonna be
really interesting to see how he's doing.
The Immortal's gonna be coming up in the next 15 seconds or so. I'd like to see these teams rotate out.
Here we go.
This
is great play from Red Team. And of course, with Dover having amateur opponent, he just shreds through these things. They're even waiting to the last possible second. I love it.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, I like the timing on the Mercs from
really good.
Mamma Mia for sure.
Ego is late on the rotation onto the Immortal. It's going to cost them the phase,
Greyman is still top too. Greyman, yeah, Greyman's still top.
That's an interesting choice.
Keep some, or sorry, not keep some. Ego Feeder's actually losing the race right now because they don't have Greyman.
Yeah, they should just be shoving that down. They should just win the race, then deal with that later. They have an Abathur to help a little bit.
He's coming.
And again, like look what Dover's doing. He's just sitting on Blue Immortal while everyone else goes to defend. Very, very smart. Red Immortal has enough health to allow them to do this. And they can't really go down and poke Dover off because that means going through Red Team. This is great. Kiri gets hooked, blinks away, she's limbing. Knight pretty low, has to back off. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Dover completely just soloed that Immortal. That is insane.
The decision to defend the camp top instead of using your advantage and the positional advantage you had with that Immortal spawn to get that first phase burn, I think cost them that
a little. I think honestly you should have just like let it go, let Abathur deal with it, right? He's not like the best wave clearer, but he can do it.
I just noticed this.
Greymane sit on the Immortal.
I just noticed that Greymane took Wizened Duelist at level 7 and not the Incendiary Elixir.
That is mega.
That's a misclick, you think?
I would think so.
We're giving the low kills so far? I would guess so.
Interesting that Monkus took Slow Burn, too, at 4 instead of the Meteor talent for the Spell Shield. Like, Vala has a lot of spell damage, and she hurts.
Yeah, she's a definite
multi-shot of the Hungering.
Oh, so just in case people don't know, Wizened Duelist is a stacking auto-attack damage talent. Every time you kill somebody, you get a stack. 3% per stack, stacks up to 30, right? Lose it on death.
Right, if you're gonna go that route, you probably would have wanted to take the auto-attack range increase.
I think so.
And then you'd want to just go for more of an auto-attack build in general. Kieri just chunking them.
Huge burst from Li Ming. Doing what she does best on Li Ming and just chunking people down. And yep, Ragnaros did go lava whiff. Artanis
this is where that Stitches pick.
Diablo went to APOC.
Like, if you hook half that team, they're not going to die.
Stitches is going full slam build with Putrid Bile, which I like. You're not really going to be able to do anything with Gorge, I think. Greymane going Purse Bullet, which is smart because they have some pretty high health heroes on the enemy team.
Yeah, you just chunk Stitches. Greymane can just chunk Stitches.
Oh, and Hime took Mule, which little activatable drops down a little robot that goes and repairs buildings. You can see it right now top lane. Very, very smart on this map because sometimes the Immortal doesn't always finish off the job, and you can undo a lot of its progress that way. So I totally dig that. Hime buries the bot lane because he knows nobody's there, so he can just get free soak, free push.
Oh, this is unfortunate positioning on the Immortals for ego feeders.
Oh yeah. This is very good for Mamma Mia, of course. Ulti Eva goes out on the Greymane.
Nice.
Demolished.
Just a little too deep.
Dream to try to cancel.
What exactly killed him? Was it just like the double Greymane?
He was pretty deep. He was pretty deep.
Okay. It just seems like he blew up really quickly. This is really good for ego fears, though. They were
the second phase helped them out.
Behind, and now they're back in it because of the Diablo kill. And that wasn't 100 souls, right?
No.
No, he still has 91 souls.
Right. For those not aware, Diablo's trait gives him souls from minion kills, 1 soul per kill, up to 100. Each stack of souls, increases his health and his health regen. It makes him extremely burly. And you can see right now, looking at Knight, how like huge his health bar is. And when he gets to 100, if he dies, he automatically reses in 5 seconds. And he loses all of his souls.
And
as a Diablo player, you really have to try and make sure that you're not losing your souls, because that's all your tankiness.
So that Molten Core does save a fort.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the value of it. You can trade your D for a fort basically. It's gonna get you through most of the early game, even though they have a much stronger immortal push. I mean, basically, Mamma Mia's like, you know what? Who cares? Like, go ahead and get it. We'll just kill it.
I've tried to trade my D for things in the past, and it's never really worked out that well.
Okay, so we do finally see the swap.
There
APOC lands.
The swap and the Malfurion route.
The Bile, though.
Bile
turnaround for ego feeders. They're just turning this fight around. Wow.
Well, you got the Greymane clone, right?
What I thought was an extremely good engage from Mamma Mia.
It was
turned against them.
I feel like I heard the Twilight Dream go out, but I didn't see it hit anybody.
Yeah, and it's on cooldown, so
yeah, that's the thing about the rag selection that threw me off a little bit. When they decided to go with like this sort of double tank blow up, you want the follow up to capitalize on it. Like you want to be able to guarantee a kill somewhere.
if I were Kime right now, I'd be getting very aggressive with my body soaking. Because you just saw that they were all top. You kind of know where they are. You can afford to go in that tiny little vent down by the towers. I think he might be waiting for them to full show again.
Right.
And maybe he'll do that.
Oh, right into the fort? I think that's a dead
That's yeah.
Sure, I got a little too greedy there.
Yeah, just like that.
Not respecting the Diablo.
Swings right back around. Yeah, you got to respect the Diablo. Who, by the way, is back up to... He's only at 23 souls, though.
That was an excellent lava wave from Ragnaros. He knew that Abathur was bottom lane, and it completely negated all of his push. And forced him back.
I think they just have to give this
very
up.
Back and forth.
Yeah, the timing on the deaths, I think, has been costing Ego Feeders both times now. Like, the last two Immortal phases. So even though they, like, if you look at the numbers, they have ostensibly been tied for the most part, like deaths and kills and what have you. Like, the timing of their deaths has been terrible.
Yeah, for sure. Right before or right at the start of an objective is never... it's never great, right?
Like, if they hadn't lost someone, they might have been able to actually stall out the Immortal to 16 and then just dominated the rest of the game.
I think so, yeah. I mean, we've seen that Ego Feeders has been able to poke at the Immortals extremely well, even if they're being forced off.
I think it's interesting that Greymane has the highest siege damage on his team by almost double everybody else. It's not Abathur. Abathur actually has the highest hero damage. Fighting into this.
Aura was solo laning for a while, so.
And 16 is hit for Ego Feeders, and this is where Shrike gets pulverized. This is where Slam Build Stitches comes online. Gives Slow a huge...
Oh
no! Oh wait, okay, that was just the... Ooh, gave me a little scare. That was just the Abathur clone. I appreciate the effort, though. He was trying to kill Ragnaros before he could Molten Core up.
Just get a little value, I guess.
There's that pulverize.
Good to save it.
Lava wave's coming in, though.
Is little goes down. They're pretty low.
Shrike is just not respecting that front-loaded damage.
Talents real quick, though. So, Pulverize, again, gives Slam cooldown reduction and a massive 70% slow. Turns Stitches into an extremely scary frontliner. Vala decided to go Manticore. Every third attack deals 5% health damage. Just a lot of burst.
He's gonna need to get out of there, man. Their pings are going out, they know.
Kime's in trouble? Oh, he's fine.
Oh, Dover just missed him. Just on the outside of the vision.
Greymane going Alpha Killer. Oregon auto attack stealing 3% health damage on each auto attack. Very good against double tank in general, really.
The Diablo is online now. They cannot go anywhere near that Diablo, or he will shove them back into his team.
Malfurion's still undecided on his level 16.
Knight's looking for that flank. See that? See how aggressive he is with his positioning?
That's a dead Vala, yeah.
Like, this is what I'm saying. You cannot be anywhere near Diablo anymore.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's the timing of the deaths that matters. Now, this is right when an objective is going to spawn.
How much health does Diablo have right now?
Right now, Diablo has 6,500 health.
Oh my god.
77 souls.
Yeah, he's not even at maximum souls, and he still has a ton of health. That is insane.
He has died a few times, so I think he lost it.
Of course. In fact, he's died 3 times. So it's actually pretty impressive that he's managed to get his souls back.
Yeah.
Both teams just kind of going at the Immortals.
Yeah, and again, just very unfortunate timing on the Vala death because like they only have really like 3.5 heroes on their immortal.
Don't walk up to that Diablo. What? No, what are you doing?
No.
Don't do that.
Shrike is just trying to make something happen with the Bile, but
well, they might make something happen. Dover's getting blown up. The Apocalypse goes out, but it's way too late.
Out a little too far.
Ragnar has to blow Twilight to save himself.
Best for a disengage, yeah. He made one prowl as the Greymane clone.
That Antaeus dive.
He was able to get a lot of value from that clone.
He's been getting a lot of value from the clone. I don't think that they've been able to do anything to really stop it.
Double Greymane is so terrifying. It's so hard to deal with.
Shrike's gonna do his best, and he is able to actually stop them. Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
I feel like they all should have just like walked up to the Blue Immortal. It was just.
Kira's like, "What are you doing? I'm right here, buddy."
Okay. Well, Monkus will. I don't know if he can actually save this.
I would not D this one. I would wait. No, I think it's gonna. Well, okay.
Stalling it out, so they can at least defend a little bit. But it is a little risky because once he dies, they're liable to get run into.
It doesn't look like that's gonna happen though. Although here comes the hook.
40% of his health from the lava.
Hook. Throw the hook! Oh man!
I want to see a big boy hook.
Honestly,
I think
they had everything off cooldown.
I think that's what Ego Feeders needs right now. They just need like the really like the god tier hooks, right? Because we've been seeing Mamma Mia getting the god tier Diablo dives and blow up some people. Blue team needs to respond with that with their hooks.
I mean, they had vision from the Immortal. I don't know why he didn't just throw it out. Like, what's the... Let's weigh the cost benefit there. You throw out the hook and you miss? Oh well. You throw out the hook and you get it? Like, you give your team a sizable advantage.
Yep. Hook is a fairly lengthy cooldown at about 16 seconds, but it's safe. You just do it.
So if you look at the XP totals right now, Ego has soaked about 31,000 XP from minions, while Mamma Mia has only soaked about 27,000. So that's the Abathur. You know, just squeaking more time out of the map than everybody else. And as a result, I mean, they're 21st going into what may be the last team fight.
I like the Hardened Shield pick.
Yeah, Stitch is going Hardened Shield, which gives him a massive amount of armor and damage reduction. Which, honestly, I agree with. He's been getting blown up, and he just needs that massive like defensive cooldown to hit. Ooh, cheeky hook.
Gets the hook, but I don't know if it's the hook. I don't know if it's the target you want.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh,
could have been. That could have been pretty big.
That almost could have been a kill, but not quite.
Curse Spell only on cooldown for another 15 seconds.
Yep, Greymane did take Gilnean Roulette.
Yeah, he got the roulette.
Which reduces the cooldown per target hit, and it pierces now as well.
So Mamma Mia can't. I mean, they can't realistically fight. It's 20 to 19 for another 10 seconds probably.
Yeah. Rhaegar going Storm
Let's
Shield.
see how this RNG pulls out. Oh, nice. Good for Mamma Mia.
Yeah, they can defend.
Maybe they could defend it.
Ooh, they're kind of clumped up there. Bile going
down. There goes
down.
Bile.
I think just as a defensive measure, right?
Just getting that extra bit, yeah.
You're gonna have to deal with this.
APOC out.
APOC out. Let's look at the follow-up. Kime is gonna go down. Kieri's getting those resets.
Dover sitting on. Wow, that was an extremely good swap.
Here come the reset train.
Shrike's out. They're gonna go for the Vala. Knight's mounting up. He wants blood. I think he can get it.
He can
right into the wall. Oh.
Oh, is his Q not up? I guess his Q.
I guess it wasn't.
May not have been.
He had the increased range, so he would have been able to hit it.
Oh, Orlynx. No way.
Or just got out.
That's incredible. Wow, I thought for sure he was dead there. Okay, so Mamma Mia just goes on the Immortal. Abathur, though.
He's getting a little soaked, but he doesn't look real happy about it. I mean, he's...
Oh, yeah. And again...
And the lava wave goes right out.
And just clears that whole wave. Ah, and they're 20, of course, right. So he has the double lava wave talent. Just clear both waves, both lanes at the same time. Diablo taking the Hellgate. Little teleport and single APOC rune. Leeming taking temporal flux for the slow and disintegrate.
Good hook.
Good hook. And the slow from Pulverize is going to be a dead carry.
Ooh, not even Blink could save her.
Oh, Knight with the charge. Wow, beautiful.
Ancestral, not quite enough. It was just a moment too late.
Kimi's trying to do stuff as the Greymane clone, but... They're going to get this keep, and they might even try to
They might push with the... Yeah. Very hard to fight under Ragnaros.
You know, I think... Oh, man, are they going to be able to end this?
I think 100%, yeah.
They need to be damaging that core.
But they need to be hitting the core.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is a little sketchy. They're getting really low.
Dover should just be walking up to the core.
Dover should just attack the core, man. He gets shields from auto-attacking, right?
See, now they're throwing.
Now they're in trouble.
If you weren't going to finish, you needed to leave earlier. They're going to chase you down.
Ooh.
Oh, no follow. Wow, they're letting them go.
They're letting them go because they're going to run through a lava wave, dude. They couldn't chase that.
Thing is, they're still ahead here. Oh wait, no, not anymore because of the mule. The mule's repairing the core.
Right, exactly.
All that damage, all that effort that they put into damaging the core is going to get undone.
So this is definitely a second chance. I mean,
for sure.
Ego definitely does. Ooh, they're going to get really aggressive and try to steal this camp.
They need to, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this walk-up strategy. The Dover was way out of position here.
But I think he's gonna. Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
I think it's gonna work out for him. They still have all their ults too. Well, they don't have Bile.
Ego Feeder's bringing it back.
I like that. I think that they anticipated that Mamma Mia was like kind of riding the high of taking that keep, and they didn't expect that they were just gonna get aggressive and steal their camp.
Ooh.
I think that's great.
Almost got the hook on tonight. Minion gets in the way.
You get too close though, you're gonna get fucking SummerSlammed.
Knight is posturing. He really
wants something. Look at him.
He wants it.
That's not a good hook target.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the worst possible hook target.
Half of his health just gone.
But Knight actually could have just overpowered and slammed immediately.
I think he could have. Yeah.
I think he still can. I want to see him go in right now.
He did tap well, and because of Devil's Due, it just giving.
He might be waiting
an insane heal over time.
But right now he has
4v5,
he has 8,400 hit points right now.
Oh, but look at Abathur bottom lane. And again, Ragnar sniffs that out. Tells him, not today, friend. If I were Shrek right now, I would be positioning myself in like those little nooks and crannies where they can't see me. Like either top or bottom be immortal and just hook somebody through.
So a swap right here would be huge.
Just charge.
A swap would be massive. Get in there and swap them out, because otherwise Stitch is going to pull you.
Oh, interesting to note, Greymane has 8 stacks of Wise and Duelists.
Yeah. I think not what he wanted, but he's making it work.
He's making it work for sure.
Oh,
that's what you need. That's what I'm saying. You got to get in there and you got to get aggressive. You got to use that Antaeus if you're gonna pick him, man.
TD for the disengage. Oh, he walks up again.
Uh-oh, Shrike.
The ancestral helps.
Yeah, but now they're in trouble. Pulverize is gonna chase these guys down.
Yeah,
they're gonna have hook back any second.
Just gets insane. Like, Pulverize is so scary to deal with because it's almost like a root, and it hits the size of Africa.
This might be game. A 27-minute immortal.
If Monkus were to die, it would be game. As it stands, I don't think it's game, but it's not good.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it might be game. I'm not saying it is game.
No, I get what you're saying.
It could be. The potential is there. I think either way, the next team fight is going to determine it. Yeah.
I think so.
If someone dies,
Yeah.
if Mamma Mia stays alive, even if they lose the keep, then they should be okay.
Yeah, I think so. But if Shrike lands another god tier
Dover
hit,
needs to land a swap right now.
yeah, either we need a swap
Anybody.
or a
Swap
Just get
on
him in
trade.
there.
team.
Oh!
Might have been a little early. You get the swap and then you make them fight in the lava wave.
This is
Dover's
Warlinks.
Quest
man.
complete.
Good.
He's alive still. And he's got full 10 stacks of Wise Duelists.
Nunca's finally finished his W quest. It's interesting.
Knight.
Yeah,
Here
it's
comes
just
Is he gonna get out?
Here come the
Not
resets.
yet.
resets for days.
Diablo is coming right back
Kiri
though.
with the juke, wow.
But the Immortal, they have to deal with the Immortal right now.
If they're all good on it, they should be okay. But they almost
Diablo!
Diablo's like, nah, get out of here.
Just killed Greymane, so you're set all
You gotta
of his
be fast.
progress. However...
should be okay.
Yeah.
Just barely. If
Barely.
So here's the problem, though. Abathur can backdoor that core.
Oh yeah. God, that's
Actually, the
insane.
whole team can backdoor that core.
All of Greymane's 30% auto attack damage is gone. That is backbreaking.
And they don't have the
Usually-
mule to heal their core up the way that... Or,
Yeah.
Mamma Mia doesn't have mule. Ego's back up to 100%.
Yep. So they're forever stuck at 16% plus shields. All they need is one good team fight and they can just end.
They don't even have to go to the Immortal. Like, if the Immortal spawns and they see Mamma Mia on theirs, they could
Yeah,
really
they could
just
just
run to the
backdoor.
core.
Okay, like, literally they could all hide in that bottom vent there and just wait. And as soon as they see them, just go.
The frustrating thing, I think, if you're Ego, is that they could have won pretty easy if they just attacked the core. Instead, they kind of floundered a little bit, and they walked off because they got low, but it was at 16%, man. They would have finished it off easy.
Yeah, I think they also could have finished it off, or at least gotten closer, if Ragnaros had taken the level 20 Molten Core talent, which increases the damage.
I think they're going to get a lot of value out of the double
I
lava
love
wave,
this
though.
posturing here from Ego Feeders. They're threatening to end. All they need is
Oh, wow.
Beautiful combo there.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh, that was huge.
Getting punished hard.
There it is.
This, oh.
Double kill.
And the Rhaegar kill.
This is what I was expecting. Like, I've been really surprised that they've actually managed to turn around a couple of these fights by walking up.
This is so back and forth. It is so crazy. If I were Mamma Mia right now, I wouldn't even do the Immortal. I would just go down.
You would just core? I think I would too.
Kill a core.
But if it
two
fails,
people
I mean, they've got Aura Links on their Immortal right now. They can't afford to let them just have the Immortal. I think they should just be fighting Aura Links and just get him out of the way.
Yeah. Just kill him. Like, realistically, though, they had, like, 2 people dead for, like, what, 40 seconds? And Stitches and a Greymane and Abathur cannot defend against all 5 of them. They could have cored.
Abathur has taken Locust Brood, Bombard Strain. He can definitely get in there and kill that core while they're busy pushing.
Yeah,
Now let's see if
he
he
doesn't
does
have
it.
global mines, though.
He doesn't
so
have global mines, but
Can't
he's not
just
in a...
instantly place a mine and tunnel in.
Yeah. Well, that's...
If I was
Or
Ego,
Lings.
Oh, but
Oh,
Aura,
no.
maybe he could burrow in on the Aura. Oh my god, yeah, they're gonna...
yeah, if I was Ego, I would be coring. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, this is
I wouldn't even try to
ballsy.
defend this.
They're
I would
gonna...
just all in core.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
they're gonna double Greymane.
Double Greymane, here we go.
Oh, this is ballsy.
Aura didn't even
Double
try
it.
to avoid. Oh no.
Oh no. 10.
Bitch.
Oh!
The combo, they would have won this game. Why did you let her hit you with everything?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Orlinks should not have been that close to the center of their fountain. He should have been on the far side, closer to the keep that was up still. Make them work to try and get to him.
Can they kill the Immortal
No.
without the Greymane? They're coming in from all sides.
Just hit the core.
Yeah, just hit the
Go
core.
over, walk up to
Wow.
the core and hit it, man.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, dude.
It's still game though. Yep, there we go.
It's still on.
You can't stop a 32-minute immortal.
Oh my god, dude.
What an
wow.
insane game, dude!
That was funny.
That was
That was
crazy.
so hype. That was so hype. I thought for sure. Okay, you know what actually went wrong? With the Greymane? He got scouted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ragnaros saw him, and he also the gate provided vision of him. If he had just like gone bot lane and just waited until he saw every single one of them top, he and Kime could have just. I think they could have won.
I mean,
right.
Even the scouting, like they could have killed that core. Like they didn't have enough damage to actually die unless they ate literally every skill shot.
Yeah, Arlinx kind of just stood there and ate all the damage. But yeah.
And again, just kind of oddly positioned.
They probably
It was a good call though. It was a massively good.
It was a good call, and I feel like maybe if they had
it was the only way they would have won the game.
Maybe they needed to all in. You know, just. I mean, you know, if Rhaegar had been there as well, with like one heal plus the shield, plus
the whole team should have been there. That's why I was like, I thought they were just gonna. If you're gonna all in the core. You're not gonna defend the immortal if one of you dies, right?
Yeah, for sure.